Celtics fans, Jason Tatum had an unbelievable performance yesterday, dropping 51 points against the Hornets as he continues his MVP chase. For me, it's no doubt that he is the MVP of the league. But if you think Jason Tatum is the MVP, go down and like the video. Hit that thumbs up icon. Every single one of y'all should be liking the video. Welcome in to Celtics Today by Chat Sports. I am Will Scott, and I told y'all we're going to have you covered leading up to the NBA trade deadline with any Celtics trade rumors. And there was a really interesting report earlier today from SHAMS Charania talking about Jakob Poetl. And Jakob Poetl, someone we've talked about on this channel before, dating all the way back to the summer. SHAMS is saying that the Celtics have, quote, significant interest in Poetl. Here is what Shams said in an article posted on The Athletic. Spurs center Jakob Poetl has gained significant trade interest from teams such as the Toronto Raptors and, drumroll please, the Boston Celtics, according to league sources who, like all other sources in this story, were granted anonymity so they would be able to speak freely. I'm surprised I pronounced that right. Poetl is believed to have great respect for the Spurs organization, head coach Gregg Popovich and his teammates, but his desire to compete on the highest levels is a factor that other organizations feel is important for the pending unrestricted free agent. The Spurs have wanted the 27-year-old Poetl as part of their long-term future, but are balancing the risk of his price tag and potentially losing him for nothing in the summer. So here is Jakob Poetl. He apparently wants to play for a championship-caliber team. I have one in mind. They're in Boston. Do you want to trade for Jakob Poetl? Type T for trade or type P for pass down in the comment section. It is the pinned comment, so when an ad break comes, go down, let me know your thoughts. T for trade, P for pass. Taking a look at what he's done this season in San Antonio. 12.3 points per game, 9.4 rebounds per game, nearly 3 assists per game, and he's shooting 63.2% from the floor. And this report from Shams is rather significant because this is a big name on the trade market right now. And the Celtics are apparently very interested in his services. The Raptors as well, but a lot of people believe the Raptors are going to be sellers at the deadline. They're 4 games under 500. Poetl will be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the season, so the thinking for San Antonio is trade him now and don't lose him for nothing in the summer. And the Celtics are a fit because they could certainly use some big man depth. And this would be a massive addition for Boston. Ever since we first started talking about this guy last summer, I've been all in. I've had the chance to watch him, and I just think he's a great fit. What he brings to the floor on both ends, I think, would serve this Celtics team really well. And the Celtics, I don't know if I'd use the wording all in at the trade deadline because they already have a championship caliber roster, but I do believe you need to make a move. I think Poetl makes the most sense for the Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics lineup right now, Robert Williams III finally starting to get back in the starting rotation after coming off that knee injury, that knee surgery he had a few months ago. Al Horford, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum. And then off the bench, you got Brogdon, White, Pritchard, Williams, and Hauser. Luke Cornett as well. I just really think you need another center, and then you can maybe bring a Poetl off the bench as the center behind Williams, or maybe start both of them. I don't know, but I think that Poetl would be a really, really big addition for this Celtics team. Before we get into more, I want to tell you about our good friends over at Rocket Money because they are helping you track your unnecessary subscriptions. It's why I love using the app. Formerly known as Truebill, now called Rocket Money. They're going to show all your subscriptions in one place and then cancel for you whatever you don't still want. You may even find out that you've been double charged for a subscription. To cancel one, all you got to do is press cancel. They'll take care of the rest. It's the best way to save money, not just because they're going to track your unnecessary subscriptions. They're also going to track your spending. They're going to tell you how much you're spending on groceries per month, how much you're spending on food per month, how much you're spending on Celtics gear per month. It is the best way to keep track of all your finances, all your spending in one place. I use the app almost daily. Stay on top of upcoming bills as well. They're going to tell you which bills are coming when. It's a really good way to save money and track your spending. Don't waste money. Use Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/NBA now. It's one of my favorite apps. I use it all the time. I'm trying to save money this year. One of my New Year's resolutions was to save more money. Rocket Money is helping me do that. That is the link right there, rocketmoney.com/NBA now. Go to that link to download the app and get started today. Let's get into some Celtics news now. Big win for the C's yesterday. 7 straight wins. What did LeBron say back in the day, Perceivs? Not 5, not 6, 7 straight wins for the Boston Celtics. They got a 130-118 win over Charlotte yesterday. And mentioned earlier, Jason Tatum dropping 51, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. Derek White, good game for D. White, man. 19 points, 8 assists. He's fine. I know we were a little bit worried about his injury, but he looks to be okay, obviously. Malcolm Brogdon, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. LaMelo Ball, meanwhile, 25 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Scary Terry, Celtics legend, 14 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds. PJ Washington, 17 points, 4 boards, and 3 assists. Jason Tatum, 51 points in the win versus the Hornets. 15 of 23 from the floor, 7 of 12 from three-point range. Arguably his best performance of the season thus far as he continues to make his MVP case. Honestly, just give him the MVP now. I'm serious. It's not going to matter what happens the rest of the season. Jason Tatum is ultimately going to run away with the MVP. And I mean no disrespect to Luka Doncic. He is an unbelievable player. But Jason Tatum right now is the MVP in the National Basketball Association, averaging over 31 points per game, 4.3 assists per game, 8.3 rebounds per game, shooting over 47% from the floor. And look, I mean, what he's done the past couple of games without Jaylen Brown. He has kept the Celtics on this win streak without Jaylen Brown. That proves his value. Do you want Jason Tatum to win MVP? If so, type 0 down in the comments for number 0. Go down. I want to see 0 spam in the comments section because Jason Tatum absolutely deserves to win the MVP. I do believe he's going to take home the first of his career this season. Don't hit me with Jokic. Just don't. Please. I know Denver's doing well, but he's already won 2. Jason Tatum deserves this one, and the Celtics have the best record in the league. They're running away with the East. Jason Tatum is the MVP. 7 straight wins for the Celtics, obviously in large part due to Jason Tatum, and they'll have a good chance to continue the win streak, and it would be very nice to beat Golden State, considering what happened the last time those two teams met. Boston came in very hot, and that loss kind of, they took a little while to recover from that loss. We'll say that. That was not a good showing over there in the Bay Area, so they'll have a chance at revenge in a finals rematch January 19th, this Thursday, against Golden State. And then January 21st, they go to Toronto, a little road trip at Toronto, at Orlando, at Miami. They obviously had problems with Orlando earlier this year. Hopefully they can put that behind them when they take on the Magic on Monday. Then they return home to TD Garden to face the Knicks on January 26th, next Thursday. And I'm looking at this road trip, and I do believe Jaylen Brown could return during that road trip. He's missed the last 3 games with an abductor strain, but I think he could return during the upcoming road trip. I would be surprised to see him play on Thursday against Golden State. But, man, that'd be a lot of fun if that was his return game after missing the last couple of games. Go down and subscribe to the channel. Again, the trade deadline is fast approaching. We're going to have you covered with all Celtics news and rumors leading up to that. It's going to be fun to see what the Celtics opt to do at the deadline. I do believe Jakob Poeltl is going to be in the mix for Boston.